for the Lord!
We're the Jezebels. Not that.
Here I come.
I want you to get up right now, go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!"
All right, it's VSL, Vinegar Syndrome Labs time. Vinegar Syndrome Labs time. Vinegar Syndrome Labs time, baby. Baby. Hey, kids, we're here in the lab where we're gonna talk about Vinegar Syndrome Labs in 9 minutes and 30 seconds. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see here. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think it's quite that wild, but I also don't know. My gamble is either a turn towards SOV. Actually, no, I have three gambles. It's not really a gamble when you have three choices, but my three ideas are they're going to try to like insert more SOV type stuff. Relatedly, newer digital stuff where maybe they're experimenting with, film, like maybe like getting more towards like releasing like new stuff that's not just on film, maybe. Or, as has been noted by a bunch of people, maybe going deep into the past, into the like 30s and shit. It'd be really cool to see. I think, Ace, come on, I'm doing my bit, and now you're yelling. Now you're yelling. Oh my God! 1 second, I got it. 1 second. Ace. It's not even at our house. Guys doing the Amazon package across the street, and the dog's going like, "Hey, get off my lawn!" And the Amazon guy's like, "I'm not on your lawn, dude. Just get off my lawn!" Goodness gracious. Anyway, yeah, discotheque's pretty good. Ace, I swear to God, I will throw you out the fucking window. Anyway, so I have Ace. I'm gonna surgically reattach your balls so I can rip them off again. Okay, come on. Settle down. Settle. All right, motherfucker. What was I talking about? All right. I do have. So here's the thing with YouTube. You're supposed to like feed the algorithm and ask for, do like call to action. So I do have a call to action today. I'm going to try to do a call to action every time just to have some fun. Just a little interaction. This actually was a suggestion from Brian. Oh yay, I love excitement. 7 minutes. Fuck. Okay, so I want to know what movies you guys want to see on Blu-ray in 2023. That's what I really want. I really want to know what you guys want to see. I know that. Oh fuck! I closed the window. I had a window open, but I had some suggestions in comments previously on the Blu-rays the new movies that still need a Blu-ray. I wish I had that window open. I don't know where it went. Did I close it? I did close it. Yeah, I just want to know what you guys want to see. For me, I did write down a list of stuff that I just personally really want to see. The first one of them is something that Brian mentioned, but it's something that's been on my list as well. And Brian mentioned it, by the way, and suggested this topic in our Discord, our patron exclusive Discord. I don't have the link to it in the thing. Wait a second. Holy shit. I'm so bad at my job. It's kind of staggering how bad I am at my job. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to copy that. Oh, balls. Oh, there we go. All right. Does that have the patron link? Where the fuck's the patron link? how am I so bad at this? Okay, wait a second. I'm not good at this. And like we have an adult page, so it's hard to find on Patreon because Patreon suppresses shit just like YouTube does. All right, got that copied, and then I go to my live stuff. This is really exciting live streaming, guys. This is like top tier live streaming. That's not the one. It's not showing my, oh god dang it. Okay, let me go to my channel. Fuck me in the ass. And I go to my channel, I go to the VSL. There I am talking to myself in glorious 720p because I don't want to spend the extra money for 1080p. Gonna go to edit video. All right, okay, here we go. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine, we're good. Okay, and now there and save. All right, now if you refresh the page or open it in a separate tab, you will see the link to the various social medias that I don't use anymore, my Letterboxd account, the movies that I've made, and also where you can buy merch, and of course the Patreon. Yes, the Patreon, where if you become a $7 member or higher, which there's only 3 things you can do really, you get access to the exclusive Discord, and you can talk to me directly sometimes if I am like cognizant. So just putting it out there that yeah. Well, what did I miss while I was doing? How much time? We have 4 minutes. Let's see. Megadeth says so many older anime also went out of print due to companies like ADV Films Icarusing themselves. Seeing old stuff made available would be great. That's actually. That's a very good point. There are a lot of releases that are just out there in the ether, waiting to be resurrected. Did I fix my video feed? No. It's definitely gonna get all janky again today. I just yesterday was bonkers as far as like wall-to-wall stuff happening. Not like bad. It's just I didn't have a single solitary break at all. Like I haven't even responded to the messages that I was sent. Like so I do need to fix that still, and like go to Best Buy or something. Freddy Got Fingered needs a Blu-ray. Freddy Got Fingered is one of the best goddamn movies of all time, motherfuckers. Like the fact that Freddy Got Fingered doesn't have a Blu-ray is actually a 4K is a crime. It's a crime against humanity and me. Of course, Jason from Desperate Visions. I still need to review Lady Hyde. I'm going to do that, by the way, Jason. It's just, again, it's this time thing. Like, I can't even watch anything. Like, the only time I really get to watch movies is when I do my Thursday night thrashers at my friend's house. And I think I've talked about this before, but our rule is any time someone is new to the group, we watch a Jess Franco movie. And it's been literally like 10 straight weeks of Jess Franco movies, which is great. But that's all I watch basically, unless like my wife wants to watch something. And no offense to your movie, she does not want to watch Lady Hyde. Anyway, he says Les Ebranlis, aka Pickup Girls by Jess Franco needs to be on Blue because we need more Franco, and that's true. We do need more Franco. We have 2 minutes. Okay. I love that. I think most of my choices might not be in this channel's wheelhouse, but Hedwyn, which is a Welsh film based on the life of a poet who was killed in World War I, and there's an Israeli comedy called The Policeman, which if it was Italian or French would absolutely have a Blu-ray release by now. One of my key achievements last year was getting it shown at the London Jewish Film Festival. That's really cool. I don't know if it's in everybody else's wheelhouse, but that's fucking rad as shit. Those are going on my watch list. Actually, I'm not even gonna procrastinate. 1 minute. Oh, fuck me. Okay. It's really hard to not procrastinate when you only have a minute and a half. Okay. We go into the IMDb's. Actually, I'll tell you what, Tony, can you comment that like right under the video so I don't forget? Just do me a favor. I know that's me basically forcing engagement, but yeah, just go ahead and any of these suggestions, comment them below so I don't forget them, because I would like to remember these things. Vinegar Syndrome wouldn't release it, but Dead Presidents needs it. I didn't realize Dead Presidents didn't have a Blu-ray release. That's insane. Wow. Jonathan Danner just discovered the channel. Well, welcome, Jonathan. hopefully 2023 hopefully is the year. Oh fuck, it's 44 seconds away. Okay. Let's shit. Okay, we're gonna continue this in a minute. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh jeez. I don't have the thing shared. Oh god. Where's my fucking there it is. Okay, allow. Boom. Okay. All right. Okay, we are 27 seconds away. I've got 9 a.m. here. Is it definitely not? Okay. 19 seconds. Okay, we're coming in toit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hit that like, people. If you don't like the stream, then I die. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's the old movies. It's old movies, everybody. Flesh and Fantasy. You know what? I'm willing to bet that all of our thoughts were correct, and Vinegar Syndrome Labs is in fact just various bullshit that wouldn't normally be on the label. I think that might actually be it, and a way for them to not give it to us for free. Free is a strong word, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see here. Flesh and Fantasy. Let's see here. It's a cool slip. What the fudging butts? Holy butts. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait, let's just dig into this right now. A trilogy of tales of love and death. First, a drowning during Mardi Gras leads to a bitter woman's masked reckoning. Next, an upstanding citizen is driven to madness and murdered by a palm reader's prophecy. Finally, a circus tightrope walker is haunted by dreams of a mysterious woman and his own death. One of the first horror anthology films made by an American studio, and 2 years before Dead of Night, award-winning director Julien Duvivier, delivers Flesh and Fantasy, 3 strange and at times surreal stories of the supernatural with an all-star cast that includes Edward G. Robinson, Barbara Stanwyck, and Charles Boyer, holy shitting cocks, who also co-produced, stunningly photographed by Oscar winner Stanley Cortez, The Magnificent Ambersons, Night of the Hunter, and lushly scored by Oscar nominee Alexander Tansman. Vinegar Syndrome Labs presents the Blu-ray debut of this landmark 1940s genre filmmaking, newly restored in 2K and featuring insightful critical appreciations along with rare archival materials. I think I skipped the... Okay, welcome to Vinegar Syndrome Labs. As with each of our sublabels, we are hoping to expand and defy expectations with the diversity of films we restore and release. As the name implies, VSL will serve as a kind of testing area for releasing genres and eras of film that one might not immediately expect to come from VS. The ultimate objective of VSL will be to see if these types of films will find an audience, and if so, pursue and release more of them. And even if not, still serve as a means of restoring more of the weird, rare, and unusual movies you might not expect from Vinegar Syndrome. All right, so what that tells me is that we are all right, basically. It's anything that does not fit within the general umbrella of Vinegar Syndrome. I don't love that this is a sub-label. I'm gonna be straight up. Like, I feel like, and I love Vinegar Syndrome, obviously. Not only because of what they put out, but also because they signed some checks. But this is something you could just do normally. Like, you can just put this in the lineup and see if it sells. So, I don't know about that. As far as making a sub-label, that feels like just trying to squeeze money. But at the same time, this is pretty cool. At the same time, it's pretty cool. I'm also not going to bite the hand that feeds too much. So let's see here. Region A Blu-ray, newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm dupe negative. Brand new commentary track with film historian author Barry Forshaw and film critic author Kim Newman. Fate News or the Dark World of Julien Duvivier, a featurette with French film critic Christophe Gans. Christophe Gans. Video trailer and sleeve artwork and all that. This looks great. Like, I'm not gonna do the audio. I don't get hype anymore. Hype does not exist in my being. Like this looks bonkers as shit. And like Edward G. Robinson, y'all. Edward G. Robinson in a Vinegar Syndrome release. That is fuckity wild. That's what that is. So yeah, it could be basically anything that's not under the normal purview of Vinegar Syndrome. So we're good. Like we could probably see some silence. I think, you know what I think this means? And I could be wrong, but I think they're doing 2 VSLs this month, or this week specifically, because they want to show us exactly what VSL covers. So I think the next VSL, and again, I could be completely wrong, I think the next VSL will be something completely different from this. Again, like an SOV. Or it could be an anime. I highly doubt the anime thing, but it could be. It could be basically anything. I think, obviously, SOV is within their customer wheelhouse, but it's not really within them as like their releases, because obviously all the releases are shot on film. So that would be a bit of a cheeky way of getting around that rule. But I don't know if they're altogether abandoning that yet. That looks great. That looks great. Straight up. Just looks great. So yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, I definitely want this movie. I mean, this is rad as shit. This is in my wheelhouse. So yeah, give it to me, man. Hell yeah. That's cool. And I like them expanding their way. I do have this feeling like they're maybe expanding too much, but that's mostly because like the partner labels. Like, I mean, just look at all this shit. Look at all this fucking shit. Good God. There's so much. Oh, we need to check the 10 for 10. Let's check the 10 for 10. Wait, really? Holy shit. Okay, yeah. No matter what else is in this lineup right now, Scariest 61st. Scariest 61st is one of my just like absolute favorite out of nowhere movies. I know that Dasha and the co-host on their podcast, I know that they're an acquired taste, but this movie, good Lord, holy butts, it's so good. Especially like it's one of those movies where you have to key in to its brand of bullshit. But once you do that, oh my God, like it is an absolute pleasure. And like showing it people, like when the initial when the premise finally comes around, like I don't know how long it takes, probably like 20-30 minutes into the movie, but when that initial premise is finally revealed, and it's so good I won't even spoil it if you haven't been spoiled yet. It is an absolute gem of a film. So great release too. I can do a little mini review right now. Let's see. Let's see. When does S come up in the alphabet? There we go. So this is the Scariest 61st release. You see it's got a little like mirror. It's covered in blood. I'm not going to say what kind of blood. Got this amazing poster inside. I love this poster. And there's the other side of that. And then that's just the slipcover. Got another bit of artwork in here. Oh my God, there we go. Which, not my favorite, but it's deep inside. And inside, you've got some excellent alternate artwork. And, oh my God. Like, I feel like this is only a 10 for 10 because it didn't sell well, but there's no good reason for it not to sell well. This is an absolute just, oh my God, must own. And this is coming from someone who, again, is like paring down on the Blu-ray buying. This is one I would 100% buy again. But you got a nice booklet in there. Yeah. I love this. Hey, man. How's it go? Shouldn't you be like streaming or something right now? Disconnected, by the way, everybody, if you somehow follow my channel but don't follow Disconnected, him and Just the Discs are channels you should be absolutely following. They're great, and they're going to be doing a lot better of a job at all this than me. That's for sure, moving forward. But anyway, Scary 61st is an absolute just god tier release from Vinegar Syndrome. This was the third VSP release. As far as, I should probably mention, and the extras, like, I mean, we've got a conversation with Dasha Nekrasova, who's the writer-director and co-star. Let's see, a conversation with actress Betsy Brown, who just rocks. A conversation with producer-actor Mark H. Rappaport, who's so funny. Commentary, and I think his character is or unless that's, I might have the actors mixed up actually, but one of the actors I think is a low-key reference to Succession, which Dasha's also in, and it's very funny to catch that relation. Commentary track with Dasha and Madeline Quinn, who is the co-writer and an actress, who I believe is the one I liked less. I believe that Betsy Brown is the one who's like super just brave performance time. Commentary track with film historians and authors Alexandra Heller-Nicholas and Josh Nelson. Q&A with Dasha from Beyond Fest 2021. A theatrical trailer, that 16-page booklet with an essay by Heather Drain, by the way. And yeah, it's stacked. It's wonderful. I cannot recommend it enough. $10. Holy crap. Like, I know it's just because it didn't sell well. It's the Babylon of movies on the Vinegar Syndrome site, where it's like, you know, just because people didn't see it, didn't watch it, didn't buy it, doesn't mean it's not one of the best fucking things you can spend your money on. So highly recommend Scary on 61st. Get back in there. All right. So beyond that, I have not watched Master of the World because it does not really appeal to me. My understanding is that there's a lot of like animal death and stuff, so not really into that. I've heard great things about Blood on Her Name, but I've not had time to watch it yet. So I would say that based on what I've heard, $10 is a good price. Same goes for Assholes and The Monster of Camp Sunshine. Haven't had a chance, but Assholes, I've seen a lot of people not like it, but also a lot of people like it. So I'm hoping it's like a Scary of 61st type thing where, you know, it's just because it's divisive. And then anything AGFA is worthwhile. Like even when I watch an AGFA release and I'm like, wow, that sucked ass, I'm still glad I got it, just because there's always something to glean from their releases, and they're just nice releases. I still haven't watched Death Row Game Show. I'm a piece of shit. I do own that, right? Wait. Boop, 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 boop-a-doop, boop. I don't see it here. I might have to buy Death Row Game Show today because I don't own it at all. That's wild. Anyway. Oh, is my connection being a dick? That's great. Let's see here. And then Champagne for Breakfast is a classic. Porno. $10 is, you know, fine for a DVD, I guess. I like Zombie Island Massacre. It's been a long time since I reviewed that one. Cool. That's great. It's great, guys. It's amazing. I don't think I watched Shallow Grave, but a bunch of people really enjoyed it. So I would say probably a good idea there. Yeah. So, I mean, I would say I obviously I can't, there's so many things here that I just don't, I can't form a proper opinion on. But I would say obviously Scary 61st is a must own. Blood on Her Name and Blood on Her Name, based on what I've heard, I recommend. And then everything else is kind of like your own mileage. Let's see. Travis liked Monster of Camp Sunshine, but you have to be into something weird. I think that's kind of a prerequisite for any AGFA release. Like, if you don't like the stuff that like Something Weird puts out, you don't want to just blind buy their releases. But if you do like that kind of material, then I think it's safe to blind buy their stuff. Vezius also says worth $10 for Blood on Her Name. Disconnected. Blood on Her Name is a hell of a great neo-noir-esque film. Really great. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I missed a few other chatters. Let's see here. Binging my vids, that's dangerous. There's some bad vids out there. But I'm glad I can be of service. Let's see here. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and actually, this is a good. I didn't think about this until just when I saw Jason's chat. It's a Universal film too. Regarding the VSL, this means they probably have a contract with Universal. So if you're trying to guesstimate what they're going to release, Universal properties, especially older Universal properties, I guess, are now up. As they're definitely, it's a good place to go. Universal and MGM. We can say for certain have some form of relationship with Vinegar Syndrome. So if you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, there's this movie could be a Vinegar Syndrome release, or like the clues suggest this could be a Vinegar Syndrome release, and then you go and you say, oh, this was MGM, or oh, this was Universal. That could, lend some credence to that idea. Everybody like the stream, by the way. I'm so bad at mentioning that. Like the stream. Also, just FYI, where is my link? So if I'm going to be a bit of an ad whore real quick, and then we'll get back to talking about stuff. But if you go over to Michael Keene's Merch Palace, link in the description, Evil Dead Rises treat. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, then we'll talk about that in a second as well, even though that's not technically a Blu-ray thing. I'm just going to talk about it. But we'll dig into that in just a second. So if you go to the merch store, linked in the description, there's all this stuff you can buy. It's all about to go away. I have a whole January is my prep for 2023 month. January is going to be my I'm going really hard this month to make sure that 2023 is not a disappointment and that I do everything I need to do. One of the top things on my list is I'm rejiggering the merch store. Some of these designs might come back in other forms. Like I have a personal affinity for Cub Groans and Orville Ketchum as himself, but things are going to change drastically. Originally, it was going to change in December. December sucked, so I didn't do that. But that is going away as of sometime this month. As soon as I get everything situated, I think it ships to the UK. I actually don't. I'm pretty sure. I guess it's hard for me to actually check, but I'm pretty sure it ships to the UK. But worth a try. Since it's print on demand, I don't see why not. And bear that in mind. It is print on demand. That's why the prices are not like, NPR $50 t-shirt type shit. But the mugs are pretty good. The shirts are all right. I do my Orville Ketchum shirt, which I can't find it. I need to order a new one for myself because I don't know where my shirt is. But it's a great shirt. Yeah. I right now there's too much on here. Like I went too hard on the merch when I originally, like, it's just so much stuff. So this is all going to go away, and what you're going to get in turn is a smaller selection. Megadeth, are you saying I need help with am I not a good designer? Like, you trying to tell me? Because I'm not. But noted. Thank you. Noted. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that you're pretty much also that code is not supposed to show up for everybody, but then it just started showing up. So I'm just going to leave that there since it's going away. So use code YourButt at checkout for 20% off your order. I'm going to make dick shit for money on these, but that's okay. If you want a t-shirt or a mug or something, YourButt at checkout for 20% off your order. Again, that's supposed to be for patrons, but it's just there on the public site for some reason because of, I guess, whatever the last update was. So go ahead and use that code, and then I'll have a new code for patrons for the new shop that's just for them once I rejigger all that. Yeah. So there's that. Back to the normal stuff. I don't really like doing ad stuff. Oh, Tony Cross does ship to the UK. So if you're in the UK or Sweden or Norway or Belgium or Denmark or whatever, check it out. I'm assuming it also ships to all of Europe. I have no idea. Probably not Ukraine right now or Russia. That might not happen. But anyway, so let's dig back into. Let's see. I guess we're kind of done with Vinegar Syndrome today. Like, there's really not much else to talk about because it was not a lot of stuff. So I want to get back to my list of things. So one, let's see. Let me find my fuckity. Oh, also, actually, before I even go that far, oh gosh, darn it! I mean, got so many. I've got 3 different types of browsers open. So there we go. Okay. I was going to end this in December, and sometime in the next week or 2, I'm going to end it. But December was such a hectic month that I just didn't do much of anything I was supposed to do. So the page for Dr. Deathface is going to, the campaign's an officially end completely. I'm taking away the in-demand and everything. Because I don't want to worry about it and like worry about adding in more people to the various perks and stuff. And we're almost done. I think I'll give it until we actually finish shooting, which is we're shooting the 14th, 15th, and 16th, and then it's done. So on the 17th, and I'm going to see if I can schedule it, but we are ending the campaign, the in-demand campaign for Dr. Deathface. For those of you who are new for some reason, this is the movie I'm making. We're almost done. It's getting there. Do I have the newer trailer on here, I wonder? That was the proto teaser. Here, I'll do a little proto teaser real quick, just so I can drink some water. And then I will continue this ad read, and then we'll go back into the show. And we will talk about movies we want to see on Blu-ray and Evil Dead Rise. So real quick, Deathface teaser trailer.
See how that would be alarming.
Oh, and that's just that's before we did the newer trailer too. Oh man, that's old as shit. All right, so anyway, I'm glad I did that because I needed that. I got some more coffee. I drank a shit load of water. Now I'm burping. So yeah, this is all going to go down. If you want to be a part of it, do it within the next 2 weeks. A bit of salesmanship for you guys. A little bit of salesmanship. So I think that this is going to turn out perfectly good and entertaining. The actual like one of the perks is that I'm going to write up all of my like basically production diaries and notes and make like a making of book that I'm going to send out. And I don't love where that's currently at. And I also don't love sending out stuff that's kind of meh. So, and I also didn't have as much, what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction with people in the Discord that the producers are a part of, and like I just in general wasn't very happy with certain ways that I handled the actual campaign. So I'm probably going to, and I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do this yet, but I'm going to try and as many backers as I can, clue them into productions this year as well, kind of like extend the benefits. And I have not figured this out yet. This is just something that I came up with like 2 days ago. But I'm going to try and like really, give it a bit more bang for its buck, even though, it's a whole ass movie and we didn't raise that much money. Like when you really break it down, it was $12,751 so far. That's really not a lot of money to make a movie, and we actually got more. We got twice that from a producer. So, I still feel bad that I just don't feel like there's enough there from behind the scenes. So, again, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this, but I do want to give more to those people that believed in us and gave us money and all that. So more news about that at a later date, just because, again, I don't know. But if you do join the Indiegogo campaign, which again is in demand, so it's, you can still do that until like the 17th. If you do that, you will get more than just what's described there. We haven't decided on the next project just yet, but there's a selection of about 5 projects that we're looking at. And patrons will get more information on this as well, by the way. So if you're a patron, don't worry about it. You will also get plenty of news and information. A lot of the Patreon is going to be about the productions that we're doing this year. We really want to do 3 movies, which is insane. So yeah, I don't want to be like Alex Jones just doing the entire show as an ad, but basically that's where we're at. So if you want to throw shekels somewhere, the Indiegogo will be up for that period of time. And then if you just want if you don't need like the book or whatever, you can go to the Patreon and, subscribe there. And that a lot of the stuff, like the $3 tier is kind of the base tier. They'll get stuff. The video content will go to like the $7 tier. But you will still get production material no matter what if you join the Patreon. So anyway, it's the 70s 80s Franco style, baby. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get at least one done, that's for sure, but we'll see what happens. Is there a trailer for Alien? Am I just missing everything? Wait a second. My keyboard is so far down here. Oh, that's sweet. Honestly, it's funny? That trailer barely shows anything. Like, a lot of it, like all this, like where she's, and I mean, if you didn't watch it, you didn't watch it, but there's like the shot of Shannon in her like corset and like, her sexy outfit. And she's like stepping forward and she's like crushing Roger's balls and all that. That's just like that's literally the opening sequence. A lot of it, because that's yeah. Did you reach your script writing goal? Nope. That's why I'm not on Twitter again. I will eventually get there. My goal is February, finish up all my scripts. So right now it's like, okay, we will, we'll finish up Deathface shooting this month and continue the edit as long as it takes. But while we're doing that, and while I'm working on all this other stuff that's not my production company, we are going to finish up the scripts, polish them, do pre-production, and start filming probably by March. We'll probably start something by March. Not necessarily like full-on shooting, but like picking up little things here and there. And then we do have to go. We're probably going to go to California for a bit to shoot some stuff. That's going to depend on like all kinds of scheduling things and weather, and so it's it's 1,001 things. But anyway, I have not reached my script writing goal yet. I will soon. Oh, it's not. It's not a spoiler. Not a spoiler. Like I assure you, not a spoiler. There is everything that is spoilery has not been in a trailer yet. As far as I know, pretty sure. Anyway, I won't show any more trailers. I'm going to stop the whole ad read thing. I feel like all I'm doing is ads. Let's take I feel like the Evil Dead Rise trailer is kind of important. So let's do let's do Evil Dead Rise, and then we'll continue talking about movies we want to see this year. I'm not seeing. Wait, hold on. I'm having trouble finding this. Evil Dead Rise trailer. Oh, it's like a 22-second thing. Is that right? Let's see. Does my the trailer's tomorrow.
You don't look so good, Mom.
Okay. Well, God, fucking trailers for trailers. We'll never. I'm really excited for trailers for trailers for trailers to become a thing. So yeah, I mean, all that I can really glean from that is that maybe this is about family instead of just a bunch of friends. So that's pretty cool. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't. I'm excited because I love everyone involved in this, and I like Evil Dead a lot. But I can't really. I don't know. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll watch the trailer during the stream and actually talk about it. By the way, we will be talking about a lot. I don't know why I'm going to just. Oh shoot! Sorry, I just realized I wasn't showing the screen. My bad. My bad. I'm bad. I'm a bad boy. This gives me a second to drink coffee.
You don't look so good, Mom.
Yeah, looks fine. I'm trying. Do you know how? Okay, so another thing is my no, I believe this is Rucking Fountain. Wait a second. Let me let's see. Yeah, this is Rucking Fountain. So this one's gone. Expensive shirts. Way too expensive. And you have to like be very careful how you clean them and stuff. But they're cool. So yeah, I did one episode of Classics with Casey that I think only went to patrons. So that is meant to be part of the new version of Movie Loaf. I'm not going to try and really. I still have an episode of Movie Loaf that I recorded like a year and a half ago. That's great. And I have that Classics with Casey episode that we recorded months and months ago before Dragon Con. And it's I don't think I can actually dedicate myself to Movie Loaf, to having an actual full-on podcast that like comes out on a regular basis until that little shit is in preschool. I love my son so much. I really do. I truly love him more than life itself. But holy fucking shit. It is so hard to get anything done with him around. So, and especially it's hard to get stuff done where I'm working with my wife, because if I'm in here, she's out there with him. So as far as more classics with Casey and more movie love, more podcasting, that's as soon as we can get him into preschool, which we're on the waiting list. We'll start that up, but I don't want to commit myself too much, because that's another problem with 2022 was I committed myself so much to all these things, and then it was like, oh, actually, I don't have time because I have a 2.5 to 3-year-old, depending on the time of the year. Yeah. So, because really we only have time like once he's in bed, and then once he's in bed, we're like, oh, fucking Jesus Christ. So, people who have kids know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, and actually, you know. So once that's a thing, and I don't have to worry about, the day being completely devoid of free time. Just thank God he's at the dentist right now. Once we get to that point, I'll restart the podcast. I'm going to change the dynamic of it too, so this gives me more time to play with that. And who knows, I might finally edit together those 2 episodes for the full podcast and just put them out there. But I'm kind of over promising things and not delivering. So there's a bunch of stuff that I have planned that I'm just not going to talk about until it's ready, because I'm an asshole if I promise and don't deliver again and again and again. So no promises until things are actually ready. That's one of my, I guess, New Year's resolutions or whatever. So here's the thing. We do use the TV, but the thing is, he needs one of us in there, or else he'll be very demanding that one of us is in there. And also, like, a lot of this stuff requires, like, for classics with Casey, the idea is that, we watch a movie that she's never seen that's a classic, which we did Pink Flamingos for patrons. And then we talk about it, and like, when does we have to find time for her to watch it, first of all, which he's not going to be in the room because he won't let us watch. Even if it's something that kids can watch, he's not going to watch it. He's just going to yell. And then, because the main TV's his, basically. And then we have to record it. Like, it's impossible. But he's, oddly enough, right now, really into Gamera. Really into Gamera, that kid. Only Super Monster, though. He'll only watch Gamera Super Monster. But yeah. Anyway, let's we're 48 minutes in. That was a lot of like ad reads and talking about life. I guess we got the main thing out of the way up top. That's the important thing. Like, everybody who only wanted to know about the VSL has been satiated. We've talked about it. We're good. So as far as stuff that I want to see come out, what did I already said? What did I didn't even like really talk about any of my things I want to watch. Tis. I know it'll get easier, but right now he's 3 and he's a total asshole. So, although not as bad as his friends, he's actually a pretty well behaved kid comparatively, but that still doesn't mean a whole lot when you're 3. So there's a few movies that I really want to see. First off, Radioactive Dreams, and this goes for any Albert Pyun movie that's not on Blu-ray. Again, R.I.P. Albert Pyun, one of the absolute greatest. I will never not regret the fact that I never got to meet him, despite living within a few miles of his presence. And I think it's a fucking shame and a half that he was not more celebrated before he died. But Albert Pyun, one of my absolute favorite filmmakers, one of the greatest inspirations in my life. And Radioactive Dreams, one of his best goddamn movies, is still not on Blu-ray. And there's a print that's perfectly good to fuckity scan and put on Blu-ray. I know that for a fact, and it's not. That's bullshit. So, Radioactive Dreams is the movie that I really like. If there's one movie that would just make my year, put it on Blu-ray, a good Blu-ray, It's Radioactive Dreams. Because right now, all I have my VHS copy, and I have a shitty YouTube rip. That's it. Bullshit. Radioactive Dreams. I also want Down with Love. Down with Love is one of the absolute, like, and this is my taste, like, screaming through. Down with Love is basically, it's a pastiche of like old Doris Day movies, essentially, starring oh fuck, I forgot her name. Okay, I'm gonna bring these up because my brain doesn't work anymore. Is it Renee Zellweger? Yeah. So Down with Love with Renee Zellweger and Ewan McGregor. It was directed by Peyton Reed, who did Ant-Man, of course. I fuckity love Down with Love so much. It's so good. It's so funny. It has an amazing final act. The little trailer thing said delightful and pure fun. 100%. This one, it gets unfairly maligned a lot for some reason. I love coming soon to DVD and video. 2003, Peyton Reed's best work. I'm a huge fan of this movie. So I highly recommend it, and I want everybody to watch it, and I want it to be on 4K, because it's also a great looking movie. So I would, if they did a 4K of Down with Love, oh my god, day one purchase. I love this movie. So definitely want to see that. And then the other one I want to see is Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou, or Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, whatever. This is this is one for like everybody. And I haven't seen Down with Love on Blu-ray. And I did a quick search. Oh yeah, there's a German Blu-ray. I'm sorry. I made a whoopsie and forgot to mention this key point. There is a German Blu-ray. I don't want a fucking German Blu-ray. I want an on Blu-ray in the United States of America with fucking bountiful special features and all that shit. So I'm sorry. There is technically a German Blu-ray, but that doesn't count as far as I consider things. We need a proper American Blu-ray, and most importantly, a proper American 4K Blu-ray is what we really need. Oh my god, what is that? My browser is being really weird right now for some reason. Whatever. So yeah, Down with Love. And I might finally say fuck it, but I don't even know how good the quality is on this blue, because there's not, like, I don't know. It's probably fine, but I just want a sick ass, yeah, America. Yeah. Anyway, so I also want Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. I think that's one that everybody wants. Again, a 4K would be great. Like if we just got Freeway, right? I want that kind of treatment for Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. And I want Vinegar Syndrome to do it so that I can edit the goddamn extras. I love this movie. It's so great. I think most people who've seen it love it. Of course, this was Joe Bob did this, right? Wasn't there a Joe Bob / drive-in with Prom Night 2? I feel like there was. But it's ridiculous that it's not out on a fucking sexy ass release. Oh, but he fucking is just one of my favorite things is he'll come in and be like, "Rawr!" And my wife will be like, "Oh, Godzilla, no!" And he'll go, "No, me big turtle," because he's being Gamera. Love that kid. Okay, Joe Bob did do it. Okay. I have the memory of a person who don't remember no good. Another thing that I really want, and I don't have a proper... Oh, here we go. Here we go, everybody. I don't have a proper thingamabob for it, but I want a Peter Jackson box set. This is one that Brian mentioned in the Discord that you can also have access to if you become a patron for $7 a month. One that Brian mentioned. that was on. It was one of those things we thought was going to happen, I believe, last year, if not the year before, based on Arrow's little spoiler list. But never happened. And just like an early Peter Jackson set, everything up to oh fuck, what's the what's the fucking the ghost one? Everything before that, all of his like splatter shit. With Dead Alive being like the cornerstone. Like it seems weird that we don't have like us, because he was working on it. He was working on the restorations, and then just nothing ever happened with that. So really would love a Peter Jackson early years box set. The Frighteners, thank you everyone. What about a Michael Finley box set? I mean, I'd prefer Roberta Finley, but also that kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah, a Michael Finley box set would be cool. I would, but that ain't happening. All right, so yeah, but Peter Jackson box set would blow my mind. Man, Germany just gets everything. Fuck Germany. I feel like he wouldn't do that to those particular films. See, the thing about the Beatles doc with the DNR is I understand where he was coming from with that. And I think it does work to some degree. Like I would like to just see it as is, basically. Like I think it's fucked up that all that footage, we can't just see it as it was shot. But I appreciate the concept, which is to do your very best. Like they were trying to make it look as close to a modern video as possible, to make it feel like we're there, to make us, empathize more with the process. I think that is a smart idea. I think it, obviously how it works varies on who the viewer is, but I think that it's a good idea. I don't think that's something he would do with those early splatterpunk films. That's not to say it wouldn't happen, but I feel like he wouldn't just try to DNR the fuck out of those movies. I've been proven wrong plenty of times before, so who knows? I'll take one off my list. I don't have Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, but that's a great one. I didn't even think about that. But Bringing Out the Dead is another one. That one and Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore are the two Scorsese movies where I'm like, guys, where the fuck is the Blu-ray? Guys! A Larry Cohen Presents box set. That's a great idea. Let's see here. What else we got? Tony. It's a Korean action comedy called Extreme Job that I saw at the Korean Film Festival in London back in 2019, and I loved, and hasn't even had a DVD release outside Korea. I hate when that happens. That's one thing. There's a few movies I've seen at film festivals where like I'll be like Letterboxd or something will remind me that I watched it. Like where the fuck did that go? That was so good. Extreme Job. Go ahead and leave a comment with that one too. Again, I'm just demanding engagement, but go ahead and leave a comment under the video so that that one's available to see for everybody. Everybody can remember to check that out. Mostly so I can remember, but Germany got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with directors. Goddamn. Ooh, Radley Metzger 4Ks. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like that. I would love like a Barber Broadcast 4K. Oh my God. Let's see. True. That is true. Yeah. It's an unfortunate state of affairs. That's no doubt. I love you, man. Let's see. Oh, Pat Garrett. Apparently, Alex Cox confirmed that Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid is getting a Criterion release. So that's one that we can say for certain is probably happening this year. Rad. Another one that I desperately need, and Brian, I agree with you 100%. The Devils. The fact that we haven't gotten a proper release of The Devils still is insane. I remember, and I've told the story before, when I lived in Asheville, North Carolina, there was a like a film group, a local film group, and the guy who sadly is dead now, who ran it, he was friends with Ken Russell, and he had Ken Russell's widow come out and attend a secret screening of The Devils, uncut. It was just a print that they had, I guess. It might not have been a print. It might have just been like a digital file. It's been a long time, but that was a great moment for me. Great screening. And the fact that I've been able to experience that, but I still don't have a fucking Blu-ray, drives me nuts. Let's see. Aimless Bullet, 50s South Korean film. One of the bleakest things I've ever watched, but an amazing film. Tony, if I finish this stream and you have not commented with all of these, I'm going on the list, man. The bad list. The bad list. Have you watched Avatar 2? Yes. I talked about this on the first stream of this year. I loved Avatar 2, The Way of Water. I think I've made this pretty clear in the past. As much as I love niche films and cult films and low budget, SOV, everything, I also love big fucking spectacular films. I mean, I'm an unabashed Michael Bay fan. I just love movies. And Avatar, The Way of Water fucking rocked my shit so hard. And there's that thing where people say like, oh, I came out of the theater and I was like, oh, I can't believe Pandora's not real and I have to go back to this shit world. That's a real feeling. That's a real feeling. The Hitcher. Oh my God. I feel like that one, yeah, it's coming on 4K from, is it Second Sight that's doing Hitcher? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and of course, immediately, Brian. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, so that one's coming. It's just taking forever. I think that was supposed to come out last year. Oh boy. I feel like it's probably worse than Clan of the Cave Bear, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I have the BFI release of The Devils. Which is good, but yeah, it needs a solid release because it's one of the best goddamn movies ever made, and so it's fucked up that it doesn't have a proper release. Another one I would like. This is a total me thing, and it's not. And I don't have like a page for this to show a Witchcraft box set. Where the fuck is that? Like Witchcraft, a bunch of them are like out of print. It's hard to find, or they're expensive. And Witchcraft is one of those series where I would not spend a lot of money on an individual release on any of the movies, of which there are. Wait a second. Let's actually tell you what. Let's go over here. Let's see here. Let's see. Go to Witchcraft. I can't remember how many of these fucking movies are there. 15 movies. 15 movies. And I have Brad Henderson's word that one day we will watch all of these straight through, which I don't think we can watch them all straight through because we would die because it's 15 fucking movies. But we are going to do like the day that this comes out, and maybe something else as far as goals. Because it was supposed to be like if I reached 10,000, I think the idea was like if I reached 10,000 Twitter followers, if I reached 10,000 subscribers or something, we were going to do a marathon of all of them and like live stream it or something. That never happened, but the point is, I cannot wait for this to be a reality. I need it to be a reality. I'm not going to collect all of these individually, and they're so hard. Like they're all over the place. So I really want a Witchcraft box set. I don't know who has the rights. I feel like they're everywhere. I feel like there's probably a bunch. I assume how many, I don't even know how many were shot on video. I feel like at least 6. I feel like a few of them were shot on like film, and then it started to go into like tape territory somewhere in here. And then it went full digital somewhere in here. But I would just love. It's not even that they're good movies; they're not good movies, but there's just something about like forcing a franchise like this that really speaks to me. I just find it so fascinating. And I want a box set. I want like director commentaries. I want the whole shebang. I want a fucking feature-length doc on the full franchise. I want everything. I want everything. I want the world. So that's one that I really would like to see. That's one of my like definitely not going to happen, but that's what I want releases. It's the most unlikely, but it could happen. And then another one that I really want. So this is a guy who's gotten a few releases. I think a few, yeah, through Vinegar Syndrome. And this film, I could see Vinegar Syndrome releasing if they have the rights. I don't know if that's the case. But I would love to see. And it's one that I think would work within the realm of like, was it Revelate? What was it called? It was with an R. It was Resurrection. It would work alongside films like Resurrection. And that is Fear.com. Y'all, I fucking love Fear.com. Fear.com is so good. It's William Malone's 2002 attempt at an internet-based horror film, kind of aping The Ring a little bit. And it makes not a lick of sense. Not a lick of sense. And there are some issues. One problem is the website within the film because of a they did not nab the domain before they decided on the title. And so even though it's called Fear.com, Fear.com was already taken, and the person who owned it would not sell it to them for less than a fuckload of money. And so the website in the film is fear.com.com, which is stupid. But I love Fear.com so much. It's so good. And it's really well shot. It's got this weird like neo-noir aesthetic to it. It was shot in like some Eastern European country, I think. Where was it shot? It was shot in Luxembourg. There we go. In Germany. Fucking Germany. It was shot in Luxembourg, but it's supposed to be like New York. And it does not pan. So it has like this dreamlike quality to it, not only because of the cinematography and the direction from William Malone, but also just the idea that Luxembourg is New York or whatever. Was it New York? Let's see. Yeah, a New York City detective investigates mysterious deaths occurring 48 hours after users log onto a site called Fear.com. If you haven't seen Fear.com, Stephen Dorff is in Fear.com. It's Stephen Dorff is like the main detective guy. You've got Udo Kier. You've got Jeffrey Combs if I remember correctly, he's Stephen Dorff's partner in the film. You got Natasha McElhone, who's fine. Stephen Ray, just taking that paycheck, baby. Just taking that paycheck. And a whole bunch of other randos. And I love Fear.com. I really do. It's a little, like, it's an hour 41 minutes. You could probably cut 20 minutes off that and be fine. But, yes. Let's see here. Still waiting on this thing. Speaking of Fear.com, look at my fucking stream. Still waiting for the Emmanuel box set. God, that'd be great too. I actually bought the book, the original book, Emmanuel. I need to read it, so I can rip it off. Yeah, nice Emmanuel box set would be great to finally get. No, I don't think it would block a physical release. Because again, it's, with like they fixed that by having a stupid website in the movie. I think it's just because it's Fear.com and no one seems to like it. But I think it's really great. So, and that's all that matters. Right? It is an impressive resume. Let's see. Justin said True Lies 4K, and then Mosho followed up with hopefully True Lies and the Terminator get a commentary track. I would love some like. Did we ever get a good Terminator blue, or is it garbage looking? I don't remember. But yeah, True Lies 4K would be amazing and deserving. Let's see. And then what else do I have? The only other things I have, I would also really like to see. This is one that I know you guys really want to see. And I feel like we have to get this year. I feel like this is one that 100% is going to happen. This is out of my entire list. Yeah, out of my entire list, this is the only one where I'm like, there's no way in fuck that this does not happen. It has to. Like, I cannot, unless there's something that I can't figure, this has to happen. Especially with all the current releases of these people's work that we've seen. This is 100% happening. I don't know who or how. Maybe VS because, again, of the release history, but I don't know. They put a bunch before, so it seems like there's something weird going on there. But undefeatable, guys, Stingray, who lives here, by the way. I found that out recently. The guy, I can't remember. I just lost his name, but the guy who plays it's right here. What am I thinking? Don Neum. Don Neum lives in Vegas. Isn't that cool? He's like a what was his? He does training. He does like fitness programs for. I should hit him up. No, I probably can't afford Don Neum. But Don Neum lives in Vegas. We actually talked about this a while back. I guess it wasn't that recent that I learned this. I learned it like probably a year ago. But Don Neum lives in Vegas. Fucking Stingray, man. I like Cynthia Rothrock is great in this. Don Neum is so weird. Godfrey Ho is Godfrey Ho. You know, anytime you have Godfrey Ho in the director's chair, expect some what the fuckery. And just that finale in the hospital, so good. Oh, and then what's the guy? Is John Miller the main guy? I think he is. Yeah, John Miller as Nick DeMarco. Oh, so not a good actor. That John Miller, not a great actor. But yeah, I think there's no way we do not get undefeatable in 2023. I will stake my fucking life on it. Well, Dawn of the Dead is it's on. There's been several releases of Dawn of the Dead. There's a great. It's UK, but but this beautiful sumbitch. Was this? I think this was 2021. I don't remember what year this came out, but it's great. I don't know. It's the only release I have of it, but it's so dusty. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead, great set. And then I think there was a release that was just the zombie version, if I'm not mistaken. End of 2020. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, I learned that too. It's yeah. And I can't deny the quality of Aliens. I like that idea. I like that. That's a good idea for a box set. And then the only other thing I have on my list, and I came with this list very fast because I needed a topic for today. this is one that I actually haven't seen. And from all I've heard is not great. But there's a reason that I need to see it. There's two reasons I need it on Blu-ray. And that film is 1993's The Harvest. And Charlie's living his movie script. The good parts, the sexy parts, the body parts. Miguel Ferrer, Leilani Sorrell in The Harvest. So there's two reasons, again, that I want this movie on Blu-ray. The first is that Emmanuel Lubezki, or however the fuck you say his name, one of the greatest cinematographers working today, shot The Harvest. And let's go to his page, actually. Like, I don't even know. This was 93. I wonder how early in it. Like, where... And he's done this a few times where he'll, like, shoot something where you're like, what the fuck? Why? Also, I hate... By the way, just a side note. I hate this new version of IMDb. The way that they have this now is fucking garbage. This is awful. They need to change this immediately. So anyway, so... You know, you got a bunch of, like, you know... This is early. This is very early. Like, there's a lot of, like, you know, foreign stuff. And then The Harvest is, I think it's one of his first proper English language films. And then into Reality Bites, The Birdcage, Sleepy Hollow, Meet Joe Black, and then Y Tu Mama Tambien in 2001. The Cat in the Hat, of course, 2003. The New World, like, you know, then he became like this just stellar, go-to, brilliant cinematographer. But back in the day, he started off his, you know, career with stuff like The Harvest. So just the fact that it's early on in his career makes me want to watch it. Also just sounds wild as shit. But also, let's go back to the main. Oh, went too close to the sun there. Also, if we go to the cast list, this is where I really, and I had this down for a what we need on Blu-ray video that I never ended up doing. But if we go to the cast list, is it even in the main? Oh, it's not. So if we go to the full cast, also Harvey Fierstein, anything with Harvey Fierstein in it, I'll watch. Tim Thomerson, Henry Silva, R.I.P. Henry Silva, by the way. If we go down, we see a certain George Clooney, and let's zoom in here. Let's just zoom in. George Clooney as lip-syncing transvestite. If ever there was a perfect double feature with Red Surf, it is this film. I need that movie in my life. And I know that I could go and find a shitty copy right now. Easy. I need it. I need it in my body. On in 1080 or even 4K. I need this. So I expect a fucking like VSA or some bullshit of this movie in 2023. I do not know who owns the rights. I do not know who can release it, but I need someone to fucking release it ASAP. Thank you very much. Yeah, George Clooney 100% paid his dues. Him and Brad Pitt like really paid their dues. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. There's a few early Paul Verhoeven movies that still need a release, I think. We've gotten a few of them, but yeah, Soldier of Orange would be great. Oh yeah, I mean, yes, he obviously did like proper work, but as far as like him starting like a real like American career, you know, The Harvest is right there at the beginning. Yeah, it's just garbage. It's just so bad. I made a whoopsie. the other day, and I bought Santa Claus is Coming to Town, I think that's the one. I want the Burgermeister. I bought that for my son to watch one morning because I was tired, and I was just like, maybe you can watch this. And I was like, it'd be fun to try and see if he'll watch some Rankin Bass stuff because I can actually stand watching it. And of course, he didn't want to watch it, but I did. I bought it because when I went to IMDb and I looked for where it was playing, again groggy, it only showed like you could pay for it. It wasn't streaming for free anywhere. And so I bought it on Amazon Prime, and then lo and behold, later that day, I'm scrolling through, I think Paramount Plus, one of those streaming services, and there it fucking is for free. But of course, because IMDb is owned by Amazon, they're trying to channel us to buy Amazon shit. Just, it's no good. It's no good. I always forget Showgirls because I own the Umbrella release. We do need I think Showgirls is one like undefeatable just based on Umbrella releasing it. I think we'll see a really strong. I'm gonna bank on it now. I bet, I don't know which company, so I'm not gonna say that much, but I will say that we will get a US. Probably gonna eat my words. We're gonna get a US 4K release of Showgirls. That's what I'll say. I will bet just about anything. Maybe it's AMC. I don't know. Oh wow, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, they didn't give me that option. It was just you can buy it on Amazon. Yeah. Anyway, we've done this for an hour and 21 minutes. I've got a lot to do today and not a whole lot of time to do it because Casey wants to go skate. Like she has a life of her own. So I'm going to end it here. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like the stream. And any movies that you guys are really excited or want to see on Blu-ray in 2023, please comment down below. And give me some of that sweet engagement, baby. Give me that sweet. Oh, just give me that. Tell YouTube that more people should join the streams. Like I forgot your name. I'm sorry, Donnie. Who's the guy? Jonathan Danner. Like Jonathan. I need more people like Jonathan to discover the channel. And the only way that's going to happen is if we get engagement, baby. Yeah, all of your Tony, put your fucking shit in the bottom. I am needy. I'm a needy boy. And I'm gonna go glitch out, I guess. And yeah, go ahead, guys, and go watch a fucking movie. I need to update the credits. Whatever, go watch a movie. Still trying to end. I don't know what the deal is. It's taking forever to end this broadcast. Ending a broadcast takes a long time with StreamYard right now. Having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. What the fuck? I'm still streaming. What? This is dumb. Fuck you, StreamYard. Fuck you. Wow. Yeah, this is awkward. Is anything else working? Wow. That's amazing. I'm able to connect to YouTube on Chrome. In broad. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Go watch a movie.